child deserves a high-quality education, but delivering on that commitment to our kids isn't about just presenting English, math, and science lessons. It's about building a well-rounded person ready to take on the challenges of life. A comprehensive education happens at school and also at home. Unfortunately, not all parents are able to support their children's learning in the same way. Some kids are less prepared for school than others, a learning gap they may never be able to close. That's why Vancouver Public Schools is establishing and sustaining family community resource centers in schools that serve high-need students. So what is a family community resource center? For some, it's a home away from home, a cup of morning coffee and meeting place. For others, it's a place to study or get extra help with homework. Coordinators at the FCRCs also connect families with the help they need: clothing, food, transportation, employment, and access to health care. The goal, to make sure students are ready to learn to be fully engaged in their schoolwork. Why are family community resource centers important to student learning? In Vancouver, about half of the elementary-age students qualify for free or reduced-price meals, a federal measure of poverty. In some schools, that number is more than 80%. Nearly one-fifth of students live in homes where English is not the primary language. For families affected by poverty, a lack of health care, poor nutrition, domestic violence, substance abuse, illiteracy, and frequent moves are common. Unstable home environments can create major barriers to learning in school.
I feel that it impacts my classroom on a daily basis. It impacts my students and their ability to have all of their needs met. Because we have the resources here at school on site to deal with all of those problems, we don't have to stop our day. We don't have to stop our teaching. We simply send them down to the Family Resource Center and they know to ask for what they need. It impacts the students. It definitely has a huge impact on the families because they know that we're not just educating their child, we are here as a community. We are a learning community. We want to meet the needs of the families as well as the students.
To understand the role of family community resource centers better, let's take a look at some of what they offer.
You think she's a witch? The witch plays the trumpet.
In our state and community, large gaps exist in reading readiness. Among entering kindergartners, only a small fraction of children come to school with the knowledge and skills they need to become readers. The best learners start early. Research tells us the brain develops the most in the first 5 years of life. Programs such as Read and Play and Building Blocks create positive habits before children reach school age.
And a lot of kids, come into school without having any experience with books or math concepts or even preschool. So we want to try and get them as prepared as possible and get that information out there so that they're ready when they come to school.
Parents and children attend classes together, building a love of learning in students and easing children's transition into the classroom. A partnership with the Free Clinic of Southwest Washington keeps kids smiling. The dental van, staffed by volunteer dentists and hygienists, brings the dentist's office right to students.
Because the people that are needing it really do need the services and don't have any other access to care, and so it's great that we're there to provide that for them.
Children who otherwise might not see the dentist get their teeth cleaned and learn how to keep their smile bright. Parent involvement can increase student achievement dramatically. The Love and Logic program gives parents tools and strategies not only to help their children with schoolwork, but also to improve behavior and increase self-responsibility. Plus, moms and dads learn how to ease the stress of being a parent.
Very good. Very good. Next sentence.
Imagine trying to help your child with math or social studies if you can't speak English. More than 70 different languages are spoken in the homes of children in Vancouver Public Schools.
And as our non-English speaking communities grow, there seems to be more of a need for us as Vancouver Public School employees to be those cultural communication brokers.
Thanks to partnerships, parents are learning English, improving their ability to help their children. A children's love for reading starts early, and encouragement from mom and dad fuels that passion for books. Once a month, parents are invited into family community resource centers for donuts with dad or muffins with mom. Over breakfast, parents and children read together before school starts. Hosting mom or dad at school is a treat for kids, and it further engages parents in their children's education. Pants, shoes, and jackets aren't on a typical school supply list, and for families who are barely making it, those essential items can be just out of reach. But that's changing thanks to a partnership with Northwest Children's Outreach. Families can access clothing through their school family community resource center or the school office.
I just can't imagine that any child goes without their basic needs. It just is mind-blowing to me, because we're not giving them fancy or out-of-the-box things, and they aren't asking for that. They're just asking for those basic things that you and I get up in the morning and don't think twice about.
Dependent entirely on community volunteers and donations, Northwest Children's Outreach fields more than 250 orders a week for clothing, personal hygiene items, books, toys, even diapers. A key component to keeping FCRCs running is community involvement. Community organizations, individuals, and faith groups volunteer time and materials to help kids. At Washington Elementary, a local church donates food and it serves it to families at the school's literacy night.
We find for us that the need is being in relationship with the kids and with the families, letting them know that we are also a part of their community, and whatever that they need, we work very closely with the family resource centers.
That's just one of an endless number of ways that caring neighbors are putting the community in family community resource centers. Family community resource centers are improving the lives of children every day, and people are beginning to notice. In March of 2011, Vancouver Public Schools won honorable mention in the National Magna Awards for the development of family community resource centers. Given by the American School Board Journal, the Magna Awards go to school boards that take bold and innovative steps to improve educational programs. The journal honored only 33 districts nationwide. The rest of the state is taking notice too. In spring 2011, representatives of Vancouver Public Schools were invited by lawmakers in Olympia to share the center's success story. Their presentation earned accolades from elected officials.
As I look at these students from Washington Elementary, there's something very special about a community elementary school, and both for the students and the surrounding community. So thank you very much for coming today.
Among other partnerships, Vancouver Public Schools is aligned with the Coalition for Community Schools, a national group that promotes the integration of schools and neighborhoods into cohesive communities. Closer to home, the Vancouver School District Foundation also teams with FCRCs to fulfill basic needs of children and families every day. In addition, the Foundation's Lunch Buddy program provides adult volunteers for students to read, talk, or play games during lunch. The children get a positive adult role model, someone who will listen, and the knowledge that someone cares about them. Vancouver schools take great pride in the strong relationships they build with their community and are always looking for more partners.
It's been one of those great steps to remove barriers that families may have had to being connected to their child's school or to their child's learning, or in some cases to even get to their child's school because of needs that they have. So the importance probably can't be overstated in the impact that it has on kids and learning and on the school community.
And oftentimes people from the community will bring us donated items we can't use in our healthcare setting. We can call the Family Resource Center and say, could you use these for the kids in your families that you're serving? And usually the answer is yes. So yeah, think about it as more of maybe I don't have money to give, but I have time or I have other kinds of donations I could make.
Things that normally filter into the school and into the classroom can be addressed through the Family Resource Center because you have resources there that are specifically targeted toward things that aren't related directly to education, but are related to kind of the broader challenges that people face in life. And so I think it lessens the burden in a lot of ways on the education system because it lets them focus on the things that they're really exceptional at doing, which is teaching kids and moving them forward toward careers.
Family Community Resource Coordinators are located at the following schools: To find out how you or your organization can help, call 360-313-4727. Learn more about Family Community Resource Centers in Vancouver Public Schools by visiting the district website, www.vansd.org.